everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you all of my best purchases from Amazon in 2020. So as with all of my Amazon videos, this is going to be a random mashup of all kinds of different things. It's not beautifully curated into like all pink beauty items and fashion. No, this is real life stuff. Just random little things that make your life easier. A lot of this is home stuff. I did not buy a lot of fashion this year on Amazon. I really just got away from it because I was getting more misses than hits. And a lot of this stuff is just not as pictured. The photos are stolen. So you won't be seeing any fashion pieces, but all of this stuff is just good everyday stuff you can use around your house. Just all kinds of random goodies that I cannot wait to share with you. So let's just dive right in because I think I have 20 different things to show you. We're starting off with a good one to show you just how random things are gonna get. The first one I have here is a box cutter. I'm not even sure that's what you would call this. I have never seen one before. I don't know how I do so much online shopping, open so many packages and boxes, and I have never heard of or seen one of these, but it is a lifesaver if you do a ton of online shopping and you have a lot of cardboard boxes to open. I just happened to see it like at the bottom of the screen on Amazon one day, and I was like, that is exactly what I've been needing all my life. So the little hook right here, you can hook under the sides of the box. And then the top here has two blades that you can use as well. And then it also comes with an extra blade built right in for when this one gets dull, you can just replace it with this one. So this is very inexpensive. I love that this, while it opens the box, it's not a super sharp edge. So if I leave this just laying out on the counter, I'm not completely worried that my kids are gonna get injured by it. I do still put it up in a drawer, but I'm not super worried about it. It is just so easy to grab and use, and I have dulled so many pairs of scissors opening boxes with my kitchen scissors that I am just so glad to have this, and I can actually keep my scissors sharp from now on. Next, I have these beautiful chargers. I think it was right before Thanksgiving that I was looking for a really pretty charger to go with my new style and aesthetic, and I came across these and I fell in love. They are just so pretty. I wanted something that added some texture underneath the plates. I'm gonna insert a clip of the plate on top of it. This is actually the smaller size, and my plate covers up most of the charger, but I don't hate that about it. It just adds another layer, another texture. But if you do wanna see more of the edges around your plates, you do need to go for the larger size. At the time, I just didn't wanna spend that much money, so I went ahead and bought the smaller ones, and they worked out just fine. But as it turns out, the thing I love most about this charger is I use them for Thanksgiving, I use them for Christmas, and I definitely feel like I could use them in the spring and summer because it's just a nice neutral. I can put any colored plate on top. I think I'm gonna love having these on hand. Anytime that I need to just throw a table together, these will go so nicely with anything that I decide to put out. And they're also very good quality, and I thought they were a very good price because chargers are so expensive. It's just ridiculous how much it is for just a little round plate, basically. So yes, love those. I think they're beautiful. Okay, so I have a funny story to go with the next one. So it was a Saturday, I had been cleaning all day, and it was the day that I actually dusted all of my baseboards, which I absolutely hate to do. It just seems so tedious. There's so many of them and you're hunched over all day. Anyway, it's just something that I hate to do. And normally I just use a Swiffer wipe and I wrap it around my finger and I go along the baseboards, but it's always pretty thin, and sometimes I can go over like a little nail or a rust spot and it hurts my hands. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. I've also used like a Swiffer duster and just go along the edges, but a lot of times I need to apply some pressure to get some dirt off along with the dust. So I was laying in bed that night and thinking, you know what I need to invent is a dusting glove that I can put on my hands, and then I can just run my hands along the bottom without holding anything. And I thought I was just so smart. I was like, man, this is a great idea. I need to see about inventing that. And then I thought, you know what? I better check on Amazon and make sure that that hasn't already been invented. Of course it has. I mean, it's a pretty basic idea. I don't know what I was thinking. So I got these dusting gloves. They are just a microfiber cloth glove, and they're a little bit on the smaller side, but I like that they fit tight. And I also like that they're on the smaller side because my kids love to put these on and play with them. And I'm like, go, run your hands along everything. So they dust the coffee table, they dust the shelves and their rooms. But I love using them to dust my baseboards. So I can go along with each finger, and then when this one gets full of dust, I can move along to the next finger, but it allows me to apply pressure and get all the dirt and dust off the bottom of the baseboards. So I really like them for that purpose. Of course, I am so naive thinking that I'm the first one to think of this, but I had never thought of it before. And so when I got on Amazon and saw that they were already available, I immediately ordered them, and I've been enjoying them, at least for dusting baseboards. And if you have kids, get them in on the action, and as they play, they can be dusting the entire house. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is all of the jewelry I purchased from Amazon in 2020. I think that is the first year that I've really discovered jewelry on Amazon, and I fell in love. I'm gonna link a video down below. I shot it in the springtime, and it was an Amazon jewelry haul. I love all of that and still do. Really and truly, there are too many necklaces to share with you. I loved every single one that I purchased. So that video will help you. Also, the latest one I just purchased is this set right here. It is 2 necklaces, a chain link necklace, and then an initial necklace. Both of them together are only $13, so it is a great deal. I love them, so I will link that one down below. I will also link the video down below that I did for Christmas, which was an Amazon gift guide. I included several different necklaces in that one. But really, there was just too many to mention here on camera. But one thing I specifically want to mention is my bracelets. I bought these bracelets on Amazon. I actually have a third one. Where is it? Here it is. I'm normally wearing all 3, but I did not have this one on, and I cannot get it on by myself, and my husband is not home. So just imagine that I have all 3 on. I love these. I have been wanting a stack of bracelets that I rarely ever take off, and I have fallen in love with these. They are very inexpensive, and I wear them all of the time. I shower in them. The only time I take them off is when I want to do a self-tanner. And they still look as good as the day that I bought them. There's no rusting, no tarnishing. They don't turn my arms green. I am very impressed with the quality. And there are so many different ones to choose from. These are just the 3 that I chose. Let me give you a little bit closer view. So here is this link bracelet. And here's the 2 that I have on. I love this flat chain to break it up. Then there's the little beaded chain. And this is what the 3 look like on together. So they have so many to choose from that have different textures. You could just create any type of stack that you wanted. But aren't those beautiful? They look so much more expensive than they are. And it is not so expensive to buy 2 or 3 at one time like a higher end bracelet. But I am so impressed. I wouldn't spend more money than this because, like I said, if they look this good after months and months of me not taking them off and showering with them on, that is all I could ask for. So these are definitely a favorite jewelry purchase from 2020. Next up, we have something really random as well, and that is this mail holder. So I'm pretty sure everybody has that one little spot that they just come in and they throw their mail down, and it ends up being like a junk spot and a catch-all. Well, we have that place too at the end of our bar in our kitchen, and I decided I just need something to hold all of the mail. Just keep it all together so it's not strode all over the counter. And I came across this on Amazon. I thought it was just really nice and simple. I have a lot of black accents in my kitchen, and so I liked how real simple the mail was. I like the black accent to add to our kitchen. This one also comes in white and gold, and it's just been a great little thing to hold all of our mail together in one spot. So when I went to go link this one, I saw a couple of others suggested down at the bottom of the screen. I'm like, ooh, I really like that one. So this one has more of a script mail writing on it. So cute, I love it. And then they also have one that has just an envelope on the front, which I think is really cute and would be cute for an office as well. So yeah, this was just a random thought that popped into my head one day that I wanted to keep things a little bit more organized, and this has been a great way to do that. This also has little felt things on the bottom, so it's not going to scratch your countertops with the metal. And I don't usually take it out of my kitchen. If we have a bunch of guests over, I will either take it out or I will just turn all of our mail around backwards like I have it right now, so that you can't see, you know, what our mail is, but it's all right there together in its normal spot. So these house slippers were something I also mentioned in my Amazon gift guide, because slippers are a great gift at Christmas time, but I just have to give them one more mention because I have two different sets here. These are looking a little old. I've had these since almost the beginning of the year, and these are a newer pair. But other than the big toes right here, the memory foam is still holding up so well in these, which is a problem that I had run into. The memory foam was just wearing down so fast and going flat. These are great quality. They are so comfortable. Right here at the toe, the opening is not so big that your foot just slides forward. I've had a pair that my toes like came over the edges of the top and we're just like hanging out right here because the opening at the top was so big. These are not like that. They are just so comfortable. I got the size 7 to 8 and I wear a 7.5 to 8 and they're perfect. But I just wanted to mention these one more time because I love them so much. I really want a third pair. I know I don't need one, that's why I haven't gotten them yet, but I really love them. Oh, and my other favorite part, which I mentioned in the video, was that the bottom of these are not this fluffy fur, so they don't get all in between your toes or stick to the bottom of your feet or make your feet sweaty. I love that the bottom of these are a terry cloth, so they don't make your feet super hot, but you still get that cute fuzzy on top. I've also washed both of these several times, and you can see that they still look great. This one you can see is a little bit more worn down, but it came that way. This one never was quite as fluffy as this one. But these have also, like I said, been washed numerous times and have come out just fine from the wash. So love these and would definitely purchase again. So the next thing that I want to mention, I will insert in this clip, and that are these penny jars. So I had decided that I needed a place to keep all of our face masks. We were getting quite a collection. At this point, we didn't know if we were going to be wearing them for very long. Obviously, we know now we're going to be wearing them for a while. So I needed a good place to just keep all of them so that we could find them easily and they would all be in one central spot. So I thought I would get a penny jar. I could just keep them in the laundry room, take them right out of the dryer and straight into the jar, and we would all know where to find a mask when we needed it. And then I thought, you know what? I have all of these pods. I'd really like to keep them out on the counter so I can just grab them as quickly as possible and pop them in the washer when I'm doing laundry. And it just turned out to be a really nice station for all the things that we use most often. So of course you can use these penny jars for a number of things. I know you use them in the pantry, kitchen, but for us to use them in the laundry room, it worked out really well. I had never owned them before. I know that you can get the Anchor Hawking penny jars from like Target and Walmart, but on Amazon, the pack of 2 was the cheapest I could find anywhere by a lot. So I'm gonna link those below, and that is the brand that we have. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I got those on Amazon this year and they've been super handy. So the next thing I have is a Powersurge Plug, and I bought 2 of these, one for me and one for my husband to put behind our nightstands because I just needed more room. I went ahead and bought him another one in case he ever needed to plug in more. But it has 2 USB ports so I can charge my phone, and then I was also needing to plug in my bedside lamp and a monitor for our youngest son. So this has 6 different plugs and 2 USB ports. It has everything you could ever need, especially for a bedside table. It has a little place right up here that you could actually put your phone if you wanted to. This would also work like in a kitchen if you have a bunch of stuff to charge, if you needed like a charging station, and you could put your phone right up there. It's just a handy little thing that I haven't had in the past, and I didn't realize how much I could use one. So if you find yourself running out of plug space, this has been great. So what has everybody been sitting at home doing all year this year when you've been quarantined? Organizing. So of course I had to jump on the train. I've been needing to organize anyway, but I jumped on the train where you get the labels and you just organize the crap out of everything. So mine is not Pinterest worthy. I'll insert a clip here. I just have these labels on baskets for all of our backstock and utility, paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning supplies. But I really loved how clean and organized it has made it. It's really made it functional, and although I have a ton here that I haven't actually used, I could go a lot crazier on the organization, but I haven't had time to do it yet, or maybe I just haven't had the motivation to do it yet. But I definitely have the cutest labels to do it with. So the 2 sets that I got were garage and storage room, and also laundry room and linen closet. Those are the 2 different sets that I got. It had everything I needed and more. So anytime I just get the itch to do a lot more Pinterest organizing, these are really gonna come in handy. Next up, I discovered these cleaning cloths. These are the brand Ecloth, and I have fallen in love with these 2 particular sets. So the first set is a window cloth. So you wet this one right here and you just wipe your windows down, no cleaner necessary, and then you dry it with this cloth. It works so well. There is no streaking. It works so much better than any window cleaner I've ever used, and you don't have to use anything but water. You can machine wash these and tumble dry. Very, very handy for window cleaning. And then once I fell in love with that, I bought some more, but this is my other favorite. This one is the range and stovetop cloth. So I recently got a gas range, and you know there's a lot of nooks and crannies in a gas range. I used to have a glass top range, so you just wipe the entire thing down. Super easy. I knew that a gas range would be a lot more difficult, and I could not find anything that wasn't streaking on it. If grease splattered or anything like that, it was the worst to clean up because everything would just smear it and streak. And I thought, I'm gonna try this. I don't have much hope because you don't use any cleaner with this as well. You just wet it and then dry with this. It works like a dream, even on grease, heavy, stuck on stuff. These blue stripes scrub, and then you can also use just this side if you didn't want to scrub hard. It works so well. And then you dry with this, it leaves no streaks behind. I love it. I don't use anything else to clean my stovetop anymore. This is it. So I have fallen in love with these two particular cleaning cloth sets. Speaking of cleaning, this stain remover has easily become my favorite. It is Miss Mouth's Messy Eater Stain Treater, and it says a parental essential, but I've also got my mom hooked on it, and she doesn't have any kids at home anymore. This stuff is so good, especially like it says for kids' clothes and stains, but I also use it like on my kitchen towels. If I get something on them, I will spray it. It works so well. The one and only complaint that I have about this is it only comes in a pretty small bottle. It's just a 4-ounce bottle, so I go through it pretty fast. It is not the cheapest, but I'm telling you, it is the best. They also sell it in a 3-pack of these bottles, and that's how I buy it from Amazon from now on. It's a tad bit cheaper, I think, the more bottles that you buy. But I always get the 3-pack because I go through it and it's so good. Next, I found a product for something I never thought that I'd be able to replace. I have this exfoliating mitt from Sephora. It was the Sephora collection brand, and they stopped making it. I couldn't find anything like it, and I used mine for years and years and years, and then finally it just wasn't working well anymore, and I had to get rid of it. So I went on the hunt for something very similar, and I found this Microderma mitt. This is the exfoliating body mitt, and dare I say that this one is even better than the Sephora collection brand. This one works so well to exfoliate dead skin, take off sunless tanner. So definitely be sure and read the instructions for this. You do have to soak your body for at least 10 to 15 minutes for it to work correctly, but you soak in water, you don't use soap or anything like that, and then you scrub with this, and you can literally see all of the dead skin balling up and sloughing off. It is disgusting and very, very satisfying at the same time. So I decided to not take a video of that. I could, but it is grossly satisfying to see all of the dead skin that comes off with this, and I would highly recommend it. I wouldn't use any other product to exfoliate because this one works so well. I also get my favorite nail polish remover from Amazon. This is the Mineral Fusion nail polish remover, and this is actually non-drying and acetone free, and it is so good. This will take off solid glitter polishes, any really stubborn nail polish that you have, this will take off with ease. Normally, if I wear like a very heavy glitter polish, you have to use an acetone-based nail polish remover or even 100% acetone. Sadly, I have ruined my nails before using 100% acetone because I'm lazy and I'm impatient and I want it off as quickly as possible. And then I heard that this was great to take off even glitter polishes, and it takes it off like a champ, just as good as 100% acetone remover. This one being completely acetone free is just amazing to me. So if you've been drying out your nails and they're getting very thin and brittle and dry, definitely check this out if you do your nails at home and you need something that isn't going to dry them out. This has been awesome for that, and my nails are much healthier now. So another really good random purchase. I got this during quarantine just to pass the time. My husband and I have been playing Red 7. It is a really fun card game. If you enjoy card games like Uno, Skip Bo, Phase 10, all the really good classic card games like that. This one is a lot of fun. This is for 2 to 4 players, ages 9 and up, and it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to do one hand. So it's just a really fun game. Of course, you can keep it going a lot longer, but we played this many a nights during quarantine, and actually we haven't played it in a while, but I think I'm gonna get it out tonight since I had to get it out for this video because it's just a lot of fun. So yeah, I thought I would recommend that because we have really enjoyed playing it this year. So it was actually before COVID that I decided to put these guest towels in our powder bath, and now that COVID has hit, these were a great idea. But the idea of everybody sharing just one like pretty damp towel in the powder bath was really kind of nasty to me, and so I wanted to do disposable hand towels. So I got this tray on Amazon as well. They have several different colors, but trays can be very, very expensive, and I just wanted something very simple and that would fit a hand towel. This one is perfect and not super expensive. Lots of colors to choose from. And then these hand towels are fabulous. They are very, very thick. They're almost like a cloth towel, but they dry your hands really well. They don't disintegrate when your hands are wet. You can see just how thick those are. So you can't even see my hand through that hardly. I was gonna show you how strong they are, and I ripped it. Well, obviously they're paper, they rip, but they're very, very thick, substantial, and as you can see, very, very large. So your guests only need one, and so they last quite a long time. So yeah, these have been great for disposable hand towels in a guest bath or maybe just a bathroom that you know that people will be using when they come over. The next item I want to share is a wall calendar, and the one I initially wanted was one of those beautiful clear acrylic calendars that had like the 4 gold studs. And they're gorgeous, but they're very, very expensive. So I thought I would just go ahead and get one off of Amazon, place it where I thought that I wanted it, and then if I really enjoyed having a calendar on the wall, then I would go ahead and purchase an acrylic one. Well, I love this wall calendar so much that I don't see a need to go and spend a lot more money on a calendar. This one has gold edging, which is very hard to find, but this one is at such a reasonable price. So it is a dry erase calendar. I believe the entire thing is magnetic, but I know that the side under the notes is magnetic because that picture of our family is a magnet. And then the dry erase marker has an eraser built in, and the holder is built in up top. So this has just been so convenient for our family to keep our family calendar. Everybody can see it where it is in our house, and I'm super pleased with it. It is a nice size. I love that it has the notes section because I use that to write down all of the different meals that I can make with the ingredients I have on hand. So I just keep a running list of all the meals I could be making that week, and then as we eat them, I will erase them. So yeah, forget spending 80, 90 bucks on a calendar. This one has served me really well, and it's very, very pretty. Another one that I can just show you a clip of is my spinning bathroom organizer. I bought a lot of stuff for organization in 2020 when we first moved into this house, but if I had to narrow it down and share with you my absolute favorite, it would be this organizer because it is vertical and is upright. It holds so much in such a tiny space. So you could use this on a vanity, you could use it on your bathroom counter, or like I have it in a cabinet. But if you don't have cabinet space, this is just perfect for a countertop. And it's not going to take up a lot of room, and you can hold so many different products. So as you can see from the clip, the shelves are adjustable. You can either take them out completely like I have in some of them, or you can adjust the height. I've just found nothing better to house my daily bathroom products, so this has been perfect, and I would recommend it whether you have a ton of storage space and you just want to maximize it, or you have very little and really need something to hold all of your products in a small area. This one is absolutely perfect. I did want to briefly mention our coffee table. I get asked a lot where it's from, and it is from Amazon. For a while I had told people, I'm sorry it's no longer available. Well, then I checked back again in a couple of months and it was available for several months. And so at the moment it is not currently available, but I have seen that it comes in and out of stock. So I'm definitely gonna link it down below. If you're interested, you can keep your eye out for that because it is a great sturdy coffee table at a very reasonable price. And lastly, for this random Amazon roundup, I have these traceless powerful hooks. That's what it says on the box. But these are actually hooks that we use in our shower to hold our bath sponges. I wanted something that was really gonna stay on the wall very firmly and not just like a suction cup that is going to pop off all the time. So I wanted a hook that would stand up to the heat and the humidity. And I also wanted it very discreet. So I had a lot of stipulations for this hook. And this one has lived up to all of those. We've had it in our shower for a year. It hasn't even come close to falling off the wall or bubbling up. It has lasted so well. So here is what it looks like. It is a little clear square with a very discreet metal hook, and it actually holds up to 13 pounds. So if you've ever looked at the 3M hooks, even the very large hooks only hold like 3 pounds. This one holds 13. The only downfall is that you cannot put this on a wall. You're not supposed to put it on wallpaper, paint, painted walls, rough surfaces. It's only good for glass, ceramic tile, wood tile, mirrors, stainless steel. So this goes perfectly on our shower tile, but it will take off paint and other surfaces like that. But yeah, there's probably a variety of uses for these. I just wanted to show you that we do use them in the shower. They work so well, and it doesn't stick out like an eyesore. Like, it's very clear, very minimal. So my husband and I just have one each for our body sponges, and it works great. All right, that is it. That is all of my best purchases from Amazon last year. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that it was helpful, and I hope that you have like a light bulb moment, like, I need that. So I'm gonna be sure and link everything down in the description box down below. Everything will be linked so it's easy to find. And if you've also discovered a genius product on Amazon this year, be sure and leave it in the comments down below. I'll be sure and check it out. I'm addicted to Amazon Prime just like every other person. And of course, I think we all utilized it a lot more last year than ever before. So thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.